Hey everyone, I decided to submit my Sideswipe deck. I'll start off with characterless. Here's our private Sideswipe. We're not going to be using this side of the ability so much. If we are, good. But we're really going to be using this side to get in the most damage. So we're using Sideswipe, and then I decided to go with the Battle Patrol. First up is Sunrunner. When one of your battle patrols taps, doing damage to a tapped enemy is super helpful. And if anything happens to our Sideswipe, we can make use of this side, which is really nice. He gets the +1 attack and +1 defense for each battle patrol in your KO. And then next up is Top Shot. We're bouncing and hoping on flipping him to get that +2, well, not +2, his 2 attack. And if we have our kinetic intensifier whips, he'll get the bold 2 on top of that. And then next up is Flak. We'll flip to this side before we attack and try to max out our damage. But other than that, that's it. We're going 4 wide. I decided not to go 5 wide because I wanted to use some star cards in this setup. The star cards I'll be using, as you can see, we add up to 22, is Heroic Resolve. We're going to be using 3 copies, and it's super helpful to keep Sideswipe alive, or if you have to, any of your little guys. And as you'll see as I go through this deck, it's more of a mixed, mostly black. And we'll get started with the actions. I was able to play this against a Galaxy Prime deck, and it was pretty close. The only thing that he got me on was having 3 of his energy packs on at the last minute. I made some adjustments since then. So right up the top, we got 3 rock tosses. Super helpful to deal that 1 damage to an enemy that's been really annoying and you don't want to attack it again, or if they have Brave and you want to just poke someone else. And then next up we got 3 steady shots. +2. It's more useful against an orange aggro deck. As you see, if we played against a heavy blue deck, we'd be using more of the direct damage cards or sideboard out. The next 3 are Wedge Formation. Super helpful with that green pip. You can pick up this card if you don't want to use a certain card that's in your hand. We're also playing a melee, which is Sideswipe, and you can heal that 1 damage off him and draw a card because most of the battle patrol, I believe, are ranged, if not all of them. And then we're also going to be playing 3 copies of The Bigger They Are. Most characters are larger than the battle patrols, and if you are playing against Galaxy Prime, this is super helpful. The +2 attack and Peirce 4. We have a lot of Peirce in this deck, and we use it. The next card is 3 copies of Fight for Position. You get that bold 2, more chances you can flip the black pip cards and get that guaranteed damage. The last 2 actions, I decided to go with 2 escape routes instead of 3 because we're going to be flipping with all our bold, and there's more chances that we'll see it and we can pick it up. And we're really not going to attack with Sideswipe until he's the remaining bot, so to make sure he gets that buff from having the other battle patrols KO'd. And what we're going to do is we'll play this when he's in this mode. We'll flip him. We'll get that +2, 4, 6 attack. We'll flip him back over here, and he'll be swinging minimum 6 to 10 damage. And those are the actions. There should be 20 actions, including Heroic Resolve. And with that, we'll get to the upgrades. Alright, so the utilities that I'm using are 2 point positions. Now this is a great card if you have it, but that's the thing, you have to have it. So I decided to only go with 2. So if it does happen, great. If not, it's not a big deal. because there's other ways to keeping Sideswipe alive. I decided also to go with 3 erratic energy grenades. Slap one of those on the battle patrols, and then you start doing some direct cheeky damage to the opponent, which is awesome. And then I have 3 armors. Half our deck contains tanks, so we're using composite armor. You can only put it on tank. Increases their defense, super nice, super helpful. Increases their attack, and if you flip at least 1 black, do 1 damage to attacker. Again, we're doing lots of cheeky damage and pierce. For our weapons, I'm running 3 armed hovercrafts. 3/4 of our team are range, so we're going to be doing 1 damage to each enemy. Super nice. It's a blue. We are also running all Autobots, which this came into mind. Unflinching Courage, you get that bold 2, and you get that pierce damage here. And if you're flipping more cards, there's more chance you're going to flip the black cards and guarantee more damage. And I mentioned it earlier, we're running 3 kinetic intensifier whips. Now this is fun. This is great if you put it on Sideswipe and you get a combo with the escape route, and you'll be swinging base at most 11 attack with bold 4, which can be pretty powerful in most games. And then the last weapon and last upgrade are the combat daggers. They'll give you bold 1, but we're really looking to flip this on an attack for that guaranteed 1 attack damage. So that's it. Yeah, vote for me, I guess. Thank you for watching.